Going into it, I knew that she may have superior boxing than I did, and that was something I really wanted to work on for this fight, not immediately closing the distance and trying to rush her because she would have a really strong right hand. I wanted to kind of keep my distance, feel her out, see what she did, see how she reacted to all of my moves, and kind of felt her out and got the finish in the second.
I know how excited you were to get back in the octagon for the first time since last December. You mentioned, though, in your post-fight interview that there were some trials during your training camp. Can you expand on that at all as to what you were talking about?
Yeah, you know, there's trials through every person's training camp. We're still living life while we're in the fight game. So, yeah, there was a few things that went wrong. Two of my corners couldn't get into Canada, so we had to switch it up a few days ago.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, just a few minor things. I mean, I took the fight before I'd even stepped back inside the gym. It was definitely a test for me, but I pushed really, really hard. All my teammates saw that I pushed hard the last 4 weeks of this fight camp, and paid off.
Paige, we saw a different Paige VanZant tonight. One that didn't actually immediately close the distance and turn it into a firefight. Unbelievable job. But I want you to look at something. I want you to watch this video. In the first round, you did a jumping, spinning kick, and Bec Rawlings, look at her face here. She laughs at you, and she goes, "What was that?" She's like, "What is that, Paige? That would never work." But you just stayed the course. Second round, you go to do the jumping double kick. She tries to parry the bottom leg, looks down at the bottom leg. Second leg comes high. Boom, right on the chin. She goes down. Is this a study in respecting your opponent no matter what they are doing inside of the octagon?
Definitely, I definitely think so. And these are things that I've kind of always been capable of, but I never actually used. And it was really great to have Justin Buchholz in my corner. It was the first time I feel like I'm maturing as a fighter and I actually listened to what my corners were saying. I've actually never done that before. Not on purpose, but it was nice because I heard him say, like, left kick, left kick, left kick, and he just kept telling me it's open. And I finally decided, I was like, okay, it's open, so I went for it.
Did you see her face when she laughed? Did you see? And we've all done things that just won't work.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that was going to work, the spinning jump kick? Or
yeah, I mean, you know, it was kind of just like, might as well throw it. I have landed it in training a few times. It's in my arsenal. I might as well try and go for it. I've worked we call it a kick the can, the one I knocked her out with.
Yeah.
So I've done that a few times in training camp, and I was like, you know what, I might as well just go out there and use everything in my arsenal.
You're 4-1 in the UFC, so obviously you've got a great record and you're doing great things here. You have tons of stuff going on outside of the octagon. What is harder to manage, the stuff in the octagon, getting ready for these fights, fight camp, all that, or the life that you have to live and that you do live without fighting involved in it?
Yeah, actually, I feel like my life isn't that busy. A lot of people are like, wow, your life's so busy. How do you handle all of it? I don't have to do any of it. My managers manage my entire life, and I show up when I'm supposed to show up, and it all works out. And they told me, they let me know every day if I ever get overwhelmed, they'll tell people no, and I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I know I have a great management team, so they've kind of guided my course.
Well, you got to be happy with the fact that no strawweight in UFC history has more finishes than you do inside the octagon. You don't strike me as the calling out type, but you mentioned Sacramento. Any idea who might be next for you here at 115?
No, absolutely no idea who. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people that want to take the fight, so I'm okay there. But yeah, I just want to get back in there. I feel really good, and especially I'm not injured at all, so I'm going to be able to go straight into a fight camp and really get back into shape.
Paige, a lot of times when we get all these things outside of the octagon, the movies, the TV shows, it's hard to turn those away. You actually turned down the kickboxer movie, so it shows a level of maturity beyond your years. Do you feel like I have to be winning fights in order for all that other stuff to be available to me?
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I know that people want me because I'm different, and if I wasn't a fighter, I wouldn't be different. I wouldn't be unique, and people like me because I am an MMA fighter. I'm a chick who fights, and that's why I am desired outside of the octagon. And I knew with the kickboxer movie that it would cut into this fight camp, and I just had to turn it down. The timing wasn't going to work. I wanted to stay focused for this fight, and if other opportunities arise that don't cut into fight camps, I'm definitely going to pursue them. But fighting or the opportunity that's next for me is always the priority. So if I have a fight lined up, that's going to be the priority.